In this video, we are going to talk about documents within Pimcore. And to open up my Pimcore admin panel, I first have to start up Vagrant. I can do this in the command line or conveniently with the tools menu item in PHP Storm and then Vagrant up, which is basically typing into the directory, where is the Vagrant file, Vagrant up, and bringing the VirtualBox up. And I can see here how this is progressing. It will take a second. And Vagrant is up. Now I can head over to my browser and I can go to localhost port 8080. And I see that I currently have a website with one image and a little bit of text. When I head over to my admin panel and I log in, then I have here an accordion menu with documents, assets, and objects, as I explained in the previous lectures. And the documents in Pimcore are a really powerful thing. The professional version of Pimcore comes with one single document and with nothing to edit. And I'm going to show you now what the documents are about. What I show you now will be explained in later sections more extensively. I'm just showing you that Pimcore has elements that are called editables, and those can be different elements from a text box to what you see is what you get editor, links, date fields, and so on. And those can be defined in the source code. And I head over to the source code now with my PHP Storm, and I go to the website, views, scripts, default file. And when I open this, then I see that it's basically one large static HTML file. And it has one little if statement. This is if this is edit mode, then show me that text. If it's not edit mode, then it will probably be hidden. And this is the first specialty I want to highlight. You can define the difference between being in the edit mode in the admin panel and being on the real front end, which is not the edit mode, which is what the users are seeing. So in the edit mode, I see that I have two buttons and some text, but this is not really dynamic. And I'm going to add something dynamic now, and I will explain in a second why I'm adding this and how the result looks like. So instead of having this part here, I want to have something that I can directly edit in my admin panel. And I'm going this by adding some code. And I'm showing you this in the Pimcore documentation before I actually insert it, because it's very important that you know where you can find it. And if you go in the documentation, in the documents to the editables, then you find a whole list of editables. And those are the interesting parts. And I want to have a simple input field in my admin panel that I can edit. And in my front end, it will just output the text. And I can, for example, copy this. It's very basic usage. And I go to my source code and I will enter this here. And I will remove this here. So I have created one editable with the name my headline, which is not really interesting for now, but it's one input field that can be used as a dynamic field on the admin panel. And now comes the interesting part. I go back to my admin panel. I reload the page. And my text that appeared here before is now an input field. And I can input any text I want, and it will immediately show me the text. So within Pimcore, you have all these editables that you can put into your views, and then in the admin panel you can directly edit those. I hit save and publish. It will tell me that it successfully saved the document. And I head over to the front end, I reload the page, and if this is not working immediately, then I go to the settings and I clear my cache. And voila, it's here. And I can do this with different editables. They have a different impact on the admin panel. For example, what you see is what you get editor looks like a real rich text editor on the admin panel side in the edit mode. And if you are going then to the front end side, then you just have a proper HTML code inserted for where this editable is standing. And I'm going to show you something else now. Before we head over to the next lecture, the documents are exactly the structure that you have here in the address bar. I can add another page, an empty page, and I give it the name ABC. And I hit OK, and it will create a new page. And currently I just have one view, and this is empty again. And here you see already the power of Pimcore. Because if I hit here, save and publish, I have exactly the same layout, and the editables are dynamic for this page. And if I go to the front end side, then I can go to /ABC and I see the other page. And in the next lectures, I will show you how you can create menu items directly from this structure, and different other items such as static footers or headers or dynamic footers that you can edit, but they will stay the same on each site, and also object-driven content.